I thought long and hard about some of the things that we need to think about at the first level. A melody. How do you craft a melody if you're sitting at the organ and you want an instantaneous tune? Certainly a short motif. A skip up generally means a step down, vice versa. Skip down generally means a step up. So the melody doesn't become too choppy and angular. Stepwise is good, okay? But modify the amount of skips that you can allow yourself. The use of canon. You know, Marcel Dupré could improvise a fugue in 6 voices. Okay, now imagine keeping 6 voices going. But his method of practice was to practice canons. Practice canons at the keyboard. The use of parallel thirds and sixths. They're safe. You know, especially in the basic fundamental keys, C, A minor, G, E minor, okay, but, you know, they're always pretty, okay, they work, there's an example of a hymn with the counterpoint the counter melody at a third. It's not really counterpoint if everything's parallel. If everything's totally parallel, we're not going to define it as active counterpoint. Then there's the use of ostinato. That's a lot of fun. Everybody who's heard Bach's Passacaglia and Fugue in C minor. If you think of that bass as an ostinato, which it is, and you see how he crafts the variations to go around that single theme. So short ostinatos, doesn't have to be that long. It can be a couple of bars in length. And then, of course, at part of level 1, I stuck in the cluster, the Celeste cluster, and a melodic solo. You know, so that when you can hold a cluster. I'm going to take my mirror down. There's no mess right now. Put it out of the way. Standing there. If you have a cluster, sorry.
You put it so we can see the.
That's all right. You can see. What can you see? Tell me what you
can't see anything.
Okay.
See the rug.
All right. That was the melodia you heard in combination with a digital harmonic flute. It's my definition on this organ of a double flute. But it can be a gamba, even a solicinal against that. Okay, so that we've covered level 1. We're going to keep repeating. We're going to come back to this sheet. I've given you example 1, which is I composed 3 canons. Okay, and the notion is to practice this, to actually practice it. So I would like to say hello. I would like, the first one's in E flat. Okay, not too difficult. I want a different registration. We have this little angular one, this sort of sequential in the key of B flat. Sorry, one in G minor. And then one in the key of G. And if you can actually, you can practice these and say, I'm going to play them in 2 different registers, however. One's as written, and then the other one will be in the tenor. Okay? One time through. Okay? So it would be, these are really good to spend time with. If you want to practice in thinking of it, and you don't have the music in front of you, obviously you've got to think a measure behind yourself, or 2 measures if you do it in improvisation. But it's a really good fundamental way to start playing contrapuntal things, things which blend. And again, you only have the one melody to deal with.